is esoteric. And we're on a countdown right now of approximately 45 minutes. So, in 45 minutes, this stunningly compelling live stream will come to an end. But until then, I will continue to stun you with my compilation. That's not the noun form of compelling. Compellingness? Compel? By compel. The noun form is pronounced compel. I just had such a emotional colon blow. It's crazy. It was like, I don't know, it's like I need to go to sleep all of a sudden because I did so much FI. Oh, God. I'm still kind of reeling from the whole experience, frankly. Might as well just stand here and smoke a cigarette until at least one viewer arrives, rather than get into the conversation at all. I feel tired. Wow. FI is the sleep-inducing wonder drug of all time. Oh, wow. Boom. It's, having that little emotional colon blow there. Oh. It's like, it's attentional fentanyl. Talk about hitting me square in the polar. My Aunt Evelyn called this morning. Left a message on her answer machine. I was still asleep, so it was Rachel. Normally I just answer the phone, you know. But then I got up and decided, okay, I'm definitely calling her back today. It's been months since we talked to her, and I feel terrible about it. You know? And it brings up for me the fact that I still haven't buried my parents. Of course, my dad wanted them buried in my mom's family cemetery in Missouri, and I just still haven't done it, you know. Oh, God. And I just, like, had this emotional, just, the only word I can think of for it is emotional colon blow. I was just crying so much. Crying so much that it dehydrated me like a sponge on dry land. I guess that's probably why I've been avoiding talking to her as much as anything, is that it's painful. Emotionally painful. But, you know, timing how it is, it's just times out. Like, it's 10 a.m. I'm doing a great job of sleeping in because I took a couple gabapentins in the middle of the night to make sure I got a full night's sleep. But then I get woken up at 10 by an ambulance thing, you know. I go, okay, well, that's pretty good. It's 10 a.m. It's late enough. I can get up now. Then I have emotional colon blow. Then, after that's all basically spent, I don't know, it lasted like 10 minutes or something, 15 minutes, I don't know. And then Chow Walk, I'll talk about to get me to meet with Jeffrey tonight. And that's good timing. She didn't call during emotional colon blow. I would just red thinged her on the phone. Regardless, okay, well, now I need the live stream basically. Because I need to process this stuff in words somewhat and explain, like, I don't know what I'm explaining exactly. I feel just so punch drunk from the emotion. It's ridiculous. It's just like a super powerful drug. I don't know what's flooding my brain right now, but it's kind of like ketamine or something. um, you know, I know it's important to feel out your emotions, but it's my polar, so it's a difficult proposition for me. I'm not even sure what I'm feeling. Like, I don't even know what this emotion is. What is this emotion I'm feeling? I'm obviously very emotional, but I cannot identify this emotion. What do you think it is? What is this emotion I have? It's just this big feeling through my body, I guess. I guess the reason they say, feelings in the heart is because you really feel your feelings in your chest a lot. Hi, Ruben R. Guilt? I'm feeling guilt. That's the tail end of. I can't see that word. I gotta go inside to read it. I am feeling, well, I have been feeling guilt. I guess some of this feeling I have is kind of like relief that I'm talking to her today. So I scheduled this with Rachel first. So let's talk to her at noon, and then I put it on the calendar for the Google Meet link. I emailed her and I explained, I'm calling her at noon, and I'd like to do a video conference, and if I can't get a hold of her at noon, I'll try again at 4, my time. So it's definitely happening, and I guess I feel some relief about that. I also feel some, like, understanding that I've been avoiding this not just because I'm a bad person, but because it's painful. I mean, it still makes me a bad person. No doubt about that. But it's better that I'm avoiding it because it's painful than it's because I find it boring or something. Gabapentin doesn't make me emotional. It does make me mushed out, kind of. It makes me sleep. The Nephi person, some of the saddest things I've had, even crying, etc., are followed by happiness. The body releases happy, good feels after you exercise, whatever it is, avoiding. It prolongs FI. That's insightful, Caroline. Thank you for sharing that with me. No, but you're right. There's like this endorphins release or something that happens after you cry in a certain way. Like a lot of times I have little cries um, during anime or something that doesn't really have that impact, but this morning's emotional colon blow definitely has had this kind of like endorphin effect or whatever. Can you do an ENTP versus ESTP example? I mean, they can be hard to tell apart for a layperson. It's easy for me to tell them apart by testing their extroverted intuition. But I mean, the domestic difference example is me and Taylor, right? What am I doing? I'm on here talking by myself, somewhat about myself, but mostly about topics. Right now, I'm talking about myself because I've got this very dramatic thing emotionally happening that I have to process or something. Um, Merry Christmas to you, Zane. Happy holidays if you have celebrated Christmas. I'm also not a, I don't, I'm not a Christmas Nazi. Like, we had this hilarious experience at the Ace Hardware where Rachel said, Happy holidays to the Ace guy. And he's like, Merry Christmas. And we're like, Merry Christmas. Oh, God. I would call him a Christmas Nazi. In the nicest possible kind of Nazi, I guess. Uh, yes, I mean, I guess I don't really process it very much or very well. I think additional with guilt and relief is mixed in a certain amount of like emotional understanding of loss, grief, or just it's like it's super emotionally impactful to me how it shifts my whole like frame because with my parents dead, it's like okay, well, that part of my life's over. Arcadia, etc. It's over. We have nothing there anymore. My grandma's house was once there with my parents' house, where we had both those homes. My grandma lived there. My parents lived there. It was within bicycle riding distance of my house. And she had a pool. And then when I was 18, she died, and I had to kind of adjust my frame of reference so that now we only had one house to go to in Arcadia. My parents sold her house, which I didn't like that. I wish that we had moved into that house because I always liked that house way better because it was way better and is way better. Um, anyway, and then my parents died and we sold the Arcadia house. I have to adjust my frame of reference that that part of my life is gone. my Aunt Evelyn links so strongly to that part of my life, you know. So it's not entirely gone, and I guess, I guess, uh, I guess that's why I find Aunt Evelyn painful or something. No, what happened to cause it was my Aunt Evelyn called and left a message on my landline this morning on our answering machine. We have like an old fashioned answering machine for a landline, you know. It's got blinking 12 on it right now. Because I usually hear the messages, but didn't get the phone or something. I don't know I don't know what personality type Bob Dylan is, but I know I don't like his work very much. No, this was triggered specifically by my dad's sister, you know. Well, I haven't talked to her in months, and was feeling very guilty about it. I needed to call her. I need to go bury my parents in Missouri in the plot that they want to be buried in, rather than just having them here in my garage. Um, so I guess it triggered just a whole avalanche of emotions like guilt uh, and loss and shame, and also relief. Well, that's where my mom's side of the family is from originally, the Branstetters. They're from Missouri, and I guess there might still be some in Missouri. Hi, Merry Christmas. Be sorry, nothing happened really. My aunt called me and left a message on the answering machine, and I sent her an email and scheduled a video conference with her at noon, which I don't know if she's responded to or not, but I sent her an email saying I'll call her at noon and hopefully we can video conference after we touch base or whatever. Or if she's not available, then I'll try her for her time. I mean, 4 my time, 7 her time. Noon my time, 3 her time. No, it's not messed up at all. I appreciate my aunt doing it, and it's a super nice and pleasant message. It's not like she's not trying to guilt me or whatever. She's wonderful. There's nothing. There's nothing. She's not doing anything except just calling her family that's not touched. It's just been avoiding dealing with that for such a long time, and I think of her as part of that. You know, like I need to bury her brother. Oh God, it just makes me hate myself so much. But fortunately, I have a live stream that I can work out my FI for another 30 minutes before I actually make the phone call, you know. I'm sure even after this, it'll still be an emotional phone call. Or hopefully video conference. Look how great these lamps look. Rachel picked these lamps out. These 4 lamps. They look perfect in this room. You know, they perfectly go here. Unlike this monstrosity. I do feel better. I feel better, and here I am. I'm calling my aunt, my dad's sister, who I've been avoiding calling for months. Here comes Rachel Claus. Here comes Rachel Claus. Right down Rachel Claus Lane. Good job, Rachel Claus.
I'm listening.
You know what? We could, during the phone call, if we would do a video conference, we could try to sit in those chairs maybe and make the camera so that you can see part of our Christmas tree.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I am feeling more prepared now, having had aftermath of emotional colon blow. So before I started streaming, I was in full blown emotional colon blow mode, and then the first part of the stream, I was still dribbling emotions from my colon, and I still am, but I'm hopeful that I squeeze out all of the, like, what do you call emotion poo? Is it just tears? But it seems like you're squeezing something out of you metaphysically, not just physically, you know? What do you think you're squeezing out of you when you have emotions? You're like, guess it's just you're squeezing out. You're squeezing out trauma, right? Or something like that. Squeezing out the pus from the emotional wounds, cleaning them up, or something like that. I'm cleaning myself of emotional pus, cleaning myself of emotional pus. Get all the pus out of my wounds, make me feel like it is noon. And I am free and kind and Evelyn, and being super guilty and shit will be done for a little bit. All my emotional pus has really been infecting my wounds for a long time. And I'm glad that we're going to make this phone call. Very glad. I should probably be resolute in these last 20 minutes or so that we have together to spend that time pulling a few bong rips, because I don't want to pull bong rips while talking to Annabelle. Sorry, I just don't want to. I'd rather we not do that. So, as a consequence, I should go inside and smoke a bong rip after I smoke part of the cigarette, just not the full cigarette. It's such a nice day today. It's not very cold. Probably 50, 52. I wouldn't want, if I were out here for a long time, I'd probably put on a little heavier jacket, but I actually smoked my first cigarette this morning just standing here in a t-shirt. It was fun. I guess I'm getting used to the cold. Oh, cutlet lovers. You guys want some cutlets? Cutlet lovers want some cutlets. I should give them some quick cutlets here. Because you love and cutlets, that's some cutlets, and you love and these cutlets all day. You wanna eat some cutlets with your cutlet eating mouth and your cutlet eating ways. Oh, when you're loving cuddles like you love me cuddles and you love so cuddles all the time. And these cuddles are fine, yes, these cuddles are good, yes, these cuddles are good for you fine. Awesome cuddles, my friend. Feast upon these cuddles. All right, I gave the cuddle lovers some food, and they should love that because they love cuddles, and that's the food that I give them. If you want to give seeds to your woodland friends, like squirrels or birds or whatever, don't fuck around with mixed bird seeds. The truth of the matter is, the birds want one kind of seed more than any other, without fail, and it is those little black sunflower seeds. If we check later, we'll have oof. Well, I feel like very much like Carolyn said, it's as though I did a lot of physical exercise, which I should do. I should do some physical exercise. I should go jogging, just jog the loop or something. Jog the short loop, jog the big loop. There's two loops here. I can go down Snyder Ridge, down Snyder Creek, up Cedar, up Snyder Ridge to here. Or I could go all the way Snyder Ridge, all the way down Snyder Creek, back all the way up Snyder Ridge. I could do either of those loops. It would be an easy thing to do. It would make me feel a lot better all day. I'm sure if I started the day doing that. I really should do that. Do I have any shoes that I could do that in? If I had shoes that I could do that in, I'd probably start doing that. This FI colon blow makes me realize that I need SI colon blows. I like to get those by working on, like doing some kind of labor. But it's not the same as a full like workout where you get your heart rate up and you're breathing so that you have to go like I need to do that. That's my New Year's resolution. Actually, I'm going to have a New Year's resolution this year. Is to, when I get up early, to exercise, like going jogging. Might as well, right? Go jogging, come back, take a shower, then do whatever I'm going to do. Watch cartoons, live stream, whatever. But I need to establish more of an SI regimen in my life. Like this guy's jogging. He just did the short loop, I bet. I saw him pass by before. I've never seen this guy before, but these are vacation homes a lot around here. People have those vacation rentals or whatever. And it's a weekend. He's probably an out of towner. I didn't get the camera turned around in time for you to see him. You may have heard him. So, anyway, Sunday morning, I probably just is doing the short loop. Just gonna go do it again, maybe. Who knows? It's like the community's perfectly tailored for some kind of jogging thing. You know. I am not like foreign to the sport of jogging, as you call it a sport. I did plenty of running in my life. One of the many things that I did with my parents, you know, when I talk about shit in my life that I've done, it's amazing. Hi, Uncle Fatty. Sorry, I didn't notice you were here. I can't really see without my glasses, the stuff on the phone, you know. It seems like I find myself talking about stuff that's familiar to me in my life and referencing my childhood a lot, like all the shit that I did with my parents. You know, my parents had me do all kinds of things. Yes, I had to run in a bunch of 5K runs and shit that I had no desire to run in. But as a consequence, I've done plenty of jogging in my life. I didn't ask to go skiing, but I went skiing a lot. And that one I liked a lot, you know. I didn't ask to go fishing, but I went fishing a lot. I didn't ask to go to Hawaii, but I went to Hawaii a lot. You know, I didn't, wasn't part of my plan to be involved in property management, but I certainly was as a kid and did a lot of labor and shit. It's like my parents seemed to occupy, in retrospect, a lot of my free time with their various activities, you know. Every day is a beautiful day. Enjoy the ride. We only owe one debt to life. The rest of all life is a bonus. That's a good notion. I like that. F and A. What does F and A mean? Yeah, I do want to jog more. Or I want to. It's the easiest way for me to get the kind of exercise I want to get. So yeah, it's like if there were uh, a steady daily pickup basketball game around here, I would prefer to probably do that. But there's not, and as a second choice, jogging's easy enough and it doesn't take very long. I just have to run the short loop once. I'm sure it'd be. I just have to make sure I go fast enough, and then I'll be like, which is what you want to get to, and then like, you're done. So yeah, I'd like to go jogging, but I plan to really. I'll get some shoes, and then I'm confident I'll actually do that, because I'm also confident that if I do that, then I'll like feel better all day long, basically, from it. And there's a lot of benefits to just basically getting your cardiovascular as so you like have to stop running, right? Am I ever gonna do a jog stream? I don't think so, because I don't have any internet for that. It's like I'd have to have the most powerful Wi-Fi ever. Yeah, exercise does boost my. Well, it's a kind of colon blow, right? You need various colon blows in your life, I think. You need actual colon blows where you poop out all of your poop, right? You need sexual colon blows where you shoot out all of your sexual stuff. You need um, emotional colon blows where you cry a lot. You need cardiovascular colon blows where you get your shit all the way up, so you have to stop and then hack up a few gross loogies and call it a day for the exercise. Uh, so, and all of us intentionally are going to be good at certain kinds of colon blows. But whatever your dominant function is, you're basically continually colon blowing that. So it's like right now, what kind of colon blow am I good at? Talking about shit and trying to figure out what it all means in conjunction to other meanings and stuff. Like as soon as I was done with the emotional colon blow, I needed to talk it out, so I started streaming. I knew I needed to talk this out before I actually talked to my aunt. So that's what I'm doing. This is sort of an ideational colon blow. Talking to famous people is, in fact, basically an ideational colon blow, an ongoing, rigorously applied ideational colon blow. So what I mean by rigorous there is just continually spewing stuff out of my mouth, not intellectually rigorous or anything like that. So sometimes it's that, but not right now. It's just talking about shit that people and probably everybody can identify to some extent with, feelings of guilt and loss and shame and anxiety. What's the origin of that analogy? Colon blow actually refers to a cereal that was in a Saturday Night Live commercial back in the 80s. It had Phil Hartman as the narrator of the commercial or whatever. And it was like, does your cereal have as much bran as colon blow? And then it would take this many boxes of total to equal just one bowl of colon blow. So anyway, that's what the reference is at. That's where that comes from, colon blow. I did not make up the term colon blow. I took that from a cereal from Saturday Night Live in the 80s. But I just think it's a great term because I don't use it to refer to the cereal, obviously. I use it to refer to the periodic occurrence where I go like, oh God, my stomach's churning, and then I just poop out just what must be like weeks of backload of poop or something that's been slowly accumulating as I failed to poop every bit of poop out each poop or something. I don't know. And then you get all of this colon blow happening. Yeah, Phil Hartman was great. It was terrible what happened to him. So as a consequence, I should write a very short book, like it's maybe 5 pages long, called Kinds of Colon Blow, which discuss the various ways that you can blow your various colons, emotionally, sexually, as I've articulated so far. And I'd probably come up with some more. Okay, I'm going to end the stream now so I can pull a couple of long reps before talking to Aunt Evelyn. We've got 10 minutes left. I'm going to call her on my cell phone rather than on the landline and inform her also that my cell phone is not working because it wasn't working for a long time. You couldn't call my cell phone. Anywho, wish me luck. Have a great day. Probably talk to you later.